Parker Johnson, Lindsay Ozimek, Hannah Brady with you as we reach the conclusion of a fantastic non-conference showcase. Charlotte down to 10 women, fighting for a result against number 25, Clemson. Addison Earl was whistled for the foul, which Clemson have taken quickly. Tigers with a ton of attacking options on the pitch right now. Pushing late as they did with a 90th minute equalizer against South Carolina in the last match. Again, it's Brathwaite prodding at the back line and taking some contacts. And she does win a corner kick here for Clemson, at which they are particularly dangerous.
What I find interesting is that Clemson doesn't really seem to have changed much since becoming +1 on the field. There hasn't been this push and intensity, this excitement, this urgency of, hey, we're up a man, there's 7 minutes left, let's run them into the ground. It's pretty much been at the same speed of play that they had before the red card for Charlotte.
Danny Davis on the corner for Clemson.
Danny Davis, the midfield maestro. Sticks it on the 6-yard box, and Smith with a towering header. Clearance completed by Bader, but forced back up by Clemson. It's loose in the box. Bornkamp flashed across goal. Brathwaite was sneaking in as well.
I would love to see a tally of first balls won by Charlotte in their defensive 18 box.
50-50s have not felt like an even split tonight in a very good way for Charlotte. The effort, the intensity, it's what this team has been missing at times throughout the non-conference slate. And this is the time of the year where you really need it heading into conference play. Rare miscue from Brown. Chested down and controlled by Bornkamp. Using her body well against the smaller freshman Addison Earl. The band trying to inject an extra little bit into those Charlotte legs. Cushion header, Bornkamp. Tuva Hodney is on it. Wakeman, and saved off the line. Smith came to the rescue. Hodney was heroic. And Wakeman trying to get them all organized again.
Corner kick upcoming for the Clemson Tigers.
Put a pin in it.
Jenna Tobia.
That might have saved the match, but more work to do as the Tigers claw some more. Earl sticks her head in. Bornkamp wins one. Flicked header. Wakeman behind it. And we can breathe for a moment.
She goes to ground with it. Give everybody a breather.
Wakeman taking the maximum allowance. Bornkamp, the veteran, pestering her as much as possible and frustrated that she wasn't able to find the back of the net just now. Under 5 minutes to go. Charlotte down a player if you tuned in late. Red card about 7 minutes ago on the game clock. Second yellow card for freshman Grace Keeley. Tatum short, inside to Davis. Wanted a shot, but it was closed down by Bader. All 10 bodies behind the ball for the 49ers. Manusos, skewed cross that could have been dangerous. We see those go in all the time, Lindsay. The dreaded Schross.
Yeah.
Or there's a lot of names for it, but
yeah, you asked the player, was that a cross or a shot? If they missed, it was a shot. Or a cross, excuse me. If they make it, oh, of course it was a shot.
The thing that matters for Charlotte, it wasn't a goal. Still zeros on the scoreboard. And they can't wait for the clock to match that number as long as the scoreline stays the same. Black the lone pressure. Another long ball launched up in the direction of Bornkamp, who's proved to be a pretty good target up there, as Clemson in full desperation mode. Again, this is where they were against South Carolina.
Yeah, I don't think Bornkamp's won an aerial battle against Smith all game. She has been completely
Knocked
committed.
around the corner by the forward. And Tobia comes into the play, cuts inside, whipped back in. Header away by Francher. Great touch out wide from Pickett to set up this cross. Volleyed, Bornkamp didn't connect with it well, and it's right at Emma Wakeman, who treats that ball like her firstborn. Under 3 minutes now. As Wakeman's save tally rises to 4. Clemson still moving methodically. Davis wants to pick it up and be the distributor. And that is not the pass she was looking for. Bader off to the other side of the field. Black getting Charlotte Harris involved. She's still got legs. So does Tatum Short, chasing her down. What a recovery run. And what a battle up the sideline. Brathwaite keeps it in. And Clemson has found a little bit of a break. Hodney coming in to hassle Brathwaite, who did very well to spread it wide for Tobia, keeping her toes on the touchline. Under 2 minutes to play. Can Charlotte hold on? Manusos working against Charlotte Harris. Digs out across, it stays in, and Wakeman on top of it.
That's Harris defending after just making a run into the attack and then a 100-yard run back to get into the defensive line. This is when that beep test fitness is really coming into play.
She could hear the voice in her head. She could hear the beep coming in. The only beep we want to hear is the final whistle now. Under a minute at Transamerica Field. Charlotte holding off number 25 Clemson. Down a player since the 78th minute. Under 40 seconds to go. Charlotte taking as much time as they're allowed. Spitz to Black. Keeping it on the sideline, out for a throw for Clemson. 20 seconds to go, though. They really have to push. Davis. Good pressure from Black, just to make it a little bit more difficult. And the ball given away as Earl steps in. 8 seconds to go. Could Charlotte even steal it? Bader. And there's a whistle. 3, 2, 1. And the Charlotte 49ers with their first result against a ranked opponent since 2017. The first Power Conference opponent they've held scoreless since 2009. A historic result under challenging circumstances and a huge boost as we head into the American, with Charlotte picking up their second draw of the season. And Lindsay, this one feels like a win.